You can hear me? I just got my fucking skull fucked in, 56-27. Dude had Akron.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you
told
can
you.
count on.
I don't even be knowing for real. Just looks like I know because y'all didn't.
Boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome everyone to the whole.
Yeah, that interest level. Put a lot of your hours on them.
As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Indiana Hoosiers.
Yeah, that's ass.
Participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. 48 Sports
We said it.
Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack.
And it was pissing me off when I was like, bro, just make a coach real quick. Watching a show. Okay, make a coach. Watching a show. Bro, I about lost my shit. I'm like, all right, well then how about you just don't play? I mean,
And the Hoosiers have been waiting and waiting, and finally the
I know I talked to him today.
opening of the season. And he's coming out of the end zone.
It's just easier to do it at the beginning because he's just going to have an all-computer schedule. And not really trying to deal with that.
They'll give it to the back.
Well, there's 5 user games now.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
That's because I force lost all the other games.
He wants to change this route.
This season would take forever, bro.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson.
I wish my guys would make catches like that.
Execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down.
No, I'm just coming off the last game. I mean, he had like 8 fucking contested catches. Nothing.
But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time.
Ball is loose. Defense.
I stripped. I was holding R1.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an
I'm
opportunity
tapping
to make a
R1.
few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
You also need to go in and see what players have like skill points you can use.
Make life miserable for these guys. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's a heat. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next.
Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They're on the board first here in the season opener. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Yeah.
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Oh, bro, those tackles piss me off. Like you're just tapping X or tapping square. This is going out of bounds.
It's a good idea, you know. The guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice
Yeah.
job executing all of the
G said Logan had like 2 kick returns, a pick 6, and like 8 contested like one-on-one jump balls. I'm like, yeah, that's EA.
As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Back to pass. And the heat gets there. 14-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And then third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long. Right.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
Touchdown, Indiana!
At least go to halftime so I can keep my stats. I'm not going to run it up. I'll chew clock.
A lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane. He put his foot in the ground.
I've actually never had a punt return.
A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So his big play capability was on full display, and that
Why is it lagging?
Back for the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position.
Logan's come back on me twice from like me being up 24. Dad came back on me from being up 20.
They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Johnson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed in backfield. It's Johnson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Oh, fuck.
Deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they
picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Hoosiers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. And he loses the football on the return.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big force fumble, big momentum play created.
On the direct snap, it's Brown. Creates a little space. Turning it on. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. 5-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game.
Oh, shit.
It's just a field goal.
You know, it's so funny in my main league. This dude's got Bama, and he's like 1-5 or 2-5 now, and he want to put a poll up. Should we reboot the league and start over? Man, take your 2-5 ass to practice, man.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Brown has it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoot up yards, getting a big play down the field.
We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's the handoff. Wiles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
So now it's second and long.
Fucking lagging, man.
The give to the back.
Fucking, it's lagging so bad it lateraled to my quarterback.
Look at the big picture for Indiana. Everybody uses.
Yeah, it should have been. I lost yards, though. That's what I'm saying. I shouldn't have lost yards. No, it's lagging, Huey. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry.
No, what I'm saying is, as I'm reading it, I see your guy crashing, so I'm holding it to go option. But then the game freezes, and as I'm hitting lateral, it just speeds up.
They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up for.
Well, they better have given me something. I mean, it took a touchdown away.
And now the lead's extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
I did that shit in my game earlier. I kicked an 80-yard field goal when I was down 42-0.
It's the catch at the 35. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got...
And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On first down, he just sneaks it ahead, though it's a little unusual play call. Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. They'll go to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
The Ducks will call on their punt team. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Sends it back in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Grabs it inside the tag.
I can't even lie. That's some fucking cheese.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been...
We can quit and run it back.
We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their...
I wish it had Madden gameplay.
The opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Dad was talking about getting Dan. You're leaving? Bro, I'll just run the ball and run the clock out. I'll run the ball and run the clock out.
And the Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
But I think Gotti just took a shit.
They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. On the move. There he goes. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Wish I knew how to do mass subs. Bro, I'm subbing my guys out, Huey.
On the option. Look out, he's got room.
And you kind of thought in that situation.
I'm just gonna run the. I'm just gonna do true clock.
Right read, gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get down.
He's opening the door.
New set of
Jesus.
downs. Nice execution on the option by
I guess Gotti's learned how to open the door.
They've got it at the 36. It's a first
Gotti.
and 10.
Just out here opening doors and shit. Like, bro, go sit your ass down somewhere.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Okay, I don't want this running back in. How do I do mass subs?
That kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hoosiers can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Catch in the middle, it's Bond. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Hoosiers are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have that.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Bell. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. So will the beatdown
I think I actually have injuries turned off.
for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the tailback. Not much room to run. Let's give him one.
Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those
I can't believe the Lions
are
didn't make
to
it.
get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Breaks into the open.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The second down pass was complete on the screen. Gain of 10. That's a first
The
down.
Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
If I need it, you won't call timeout.
Timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound.
I know, I got you. That's why I was asking.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.
Thank you for letting me finish it. I wasn't trying to run the score up, seriously. All right, Huey, I love you. Don't quit yet. Let it go.
Now on 4th down,
I'm not kicking it.
field goal try.
I don't know why it does this shit. It won't let me chew clock on 4th down.